Tungependa hata si kuwa hata hiyo kinyesi yetu tusitupe, tuwe tunaitumia.
No, water is life and also sustains the environment. It's an economic good. So without water, there's no life, there's no business. Even the environment is not going to be sustained in a way that it can continue generating more water for the user.
Many people assume that when they get water at the tap, it is basically coming from the tap. But the reality, the truth is that water does not come from the tap. And there is a whole chain of actions, of works that makes sure that that water is safe and available.
If it's business as usual, we may lose what is critical to this country. We'll not be able to realize our development agenda if we don't pay attention to the value chain approach to water resources management, upstream, downstream, and the governance. The governance, inclusive one, bringing everybody on board, because water is everyone's responsibility.
In Kabatini Ward, Bahati constituency in Nakuru County, Joseph Mburu Kongo, a school guard at Rurii Primary School, carefully steps on a seemingly strange structure resembling a giant bouncy castle. But beneath the surface lies a transformative technology, a biogas digester that turns human waste into clean energy, powering the school's cooking facilities.
Nimekuwa na hii biogas, nilionyeshwa na wale walijenga vile inakaa, inastahili kukaa na vile inastahili kufanywa, na ndio maana niko huku.
The school's biogas system processes waste from its 47 toilets, turning it into renewable energy while safeguarding the water beneath.
Hii biogas inatumia manyoya ya ng'ombe na wanadamu. Haya, wanadamu ni kidogo. Haya, wale watoto wanakuja asubuhi kwa choo, pengine yote anaenda choo kubwa, haja choo kubwa saa 7 peke yake. Hii masaa nyingine anaenda kukojoa. Haya, ile manyoya akinini tukiongeza, kumaanisha huyo mtoto kwa siku anaweza kwenda choo baketi moja wote. Na ile baketi moja haitatutosha. Kwa hivyo ndio maana tunaongeza manyoya ya ng'ombe.
But for Kongo, the idea of using human waste for power wasn't always appealing.
Hiyo news hata mimi ilishangaza sana, lakini sasa wale walikuja na hii mradi. Na kwa sababu walileta hii mradi, tungependa hata si kuwa hata hiyo kinyesi yetu tusitupe, tuwe tunaitumia. Sababu sasa ni kumaanisha hiyo kinyesi yetu tuwe tunatupa. Tuwe tunaitumia saa hii. Kwa hivyo hata wewe mwenyewe unaweza kipenda kuwa na biogas kwako nyumbani. Iwe inatumia hiyo kinyesi. Hata hii mashimo tumechimba sana.
The biogas system was introduced to address the school's location atop a critical groundwater source, the Kabatini aquifer, which provides drinking water to most of Nakuru town. Before this, the school's pit latrines posed a risk of contaminating this vital resource with harmful pathogens.
Groundwater, recharging the aquifers, ensures the water stays there for a longer time because it's a storage underground, and there it is safer because it is not prone to direct pollution, it is not prone to loss through evaporation, it is not prone to direct contamination, but of course in the long run there are activities which may result into its contamination, especially where we have too many pit latrines, dumping sites from where infiltration takes place and water percolates down into the ground. So we encourage Sponge City in order to retain water underground and make it available for use.
The Catchment-to-Tap project, spearheaded by WWF-Kenya, aims to solve not just waste management, but also water scarcity issues.
What can the schools do differently going forward? We have seen, for instance, the school supported through, again, many development partners to have modern sanitation facilities. Initially or previously, they used to have the usual pit latrines. Now imagine having pit latrines on top of a key water source area, an aquifer. They need food, which means they need energy, cutting down trees from an area that for sure need to be restored, planting even more trees. So through the efforts, partners, WWF providing support for gazettement, of course with the funding from the Dutch Embassy in Kenya, but partners coming together to support the school to embrace a modern facility where the children waste is collected and used to generate gas, biogas, and that biogas is used to cook meals for the children, for the pupils. A good way to really turn around the need for firewood, so going out to look for cutting down trees to provide energy, and a good way of ensuring that key water source area is not contaminated. So that waste is recycled, and this is really what we're witnessing here.
Kenya, a water-scarce country, struggles with dwindling groundwater sources, putting the population at risk.
Urban developers have lacked one basic principle, that the water availability is a function of how much water is able to seep into the ground. And in many of the urban areas, we have tried to promote the concept of a walking nation and therefore put a lot of fibrous concrete over land. And the effect has been that we have reduced the infiltration of water into the ground and therefore affecting recharge of groundwater. But also it has had the effect of then making sure that the water then just flows on the surface. And that is one of the things that is then contributing to flash flooding in the urban areas, which then becomes a disaster which we could claim is man-made.
Rurii Primary has now transitioned to relying almost entirely on biogas for cooking, reducing the need for firewood and helping conserve nearby forest. Rainwater harvesting tanks have also been installed to collect water for daily use, complementing the biogas system.
Tulikuwa tunatumia kuni, majiko hii ya mapiga tatu, tunaweka hizo kuni ili wao wanapikiwa naye. Lakini kwa saa hii tunaona ni urahisi sababu tuna biogas, sasa hata ile moshi ikuli watu sana.
As Kenya faces mounting pressure to protect its water resources, the lessons from Rurii Primary School offers a roadmap for sustainable solutions.
I wish that others could consider a similar approach, particularly those in key water aquifers in the country. Surface waters, not as much, but we really need to do more to understand, are our aquifers recharging, and what can we do different to ensure that we have water today and for future generation.
Chemtai Kirui reporting for CAS TV for the Conversation Program from Nakuru County.